How's everybody doing tonight? It's about 8:20 p.m. West Coast time on Friday, October 10th. I was just scrolling through the app and watching some videos. I have mentioned repeatedly on this app for the last almost 27 years I've been a trial attorney. I am retiring from that profession next month. I am actively in my transition towards retirement from that profession. I was scrolling through, like, people have asked me, why did you become a trial attorney? And I put very little thought into that decision when I made it for various reasons. I made that decision in about a minute and a half, actually. And but then I went to law school, and then I became a trial attorney. And I was talking to my girlfriend Raven about this today. That when when you go through law school and you pass the bar exam and you get a job as a trial attorney, there's a culture. There's a culture with trial attorneys, and you become a trial attorney as a huge part of, if not almost all of, your identity. You are a trial attorney. And I was kind of reminded of that. I was watching this clip from whatever the show was that Billy Bob Thornton did, where he was a trial attorney a couple of years back. And he was just fucking shredding this guy on the stand. And he did very well doing that. And he did very well for his client in that case. And, there are conflicting interests when you're a trial attorney, because we represent our clients. And everything that we do ethically has to be on behalf of our clients. And I always did that. But you get little bonuses here and there. And watching that clip, I was reminded back to the first 3 years that I was a trial attorney. The first 3 years that I worked as a trial attorney, I was working in Mansfield, Ohio, before I moved out here to San Francisco in California. And during that period of time, I did a lot of criminal defense cases. And within those cases, I got a lot of trial experience. Because I was so young and so new, all of the trial experience that I got as a criminal defense attorney was in misdemeanor cases. And, so it's like you would do a jury trial, but it would be a jury of 6 instead of 12, and you'd have a couple of alternates because the stakes weren't quite as high. But everything else was the same, and watching that kind of scripted TV program segment of Billy Bob Thornton just absolutely filleting a witness, an adversarial witness on the stand, I was reminded of every single time, and I mean every single time, that I had the privilege of cross-examining a police officer. And it probably, in that 3 years, that probably happened maybe 15 times, 12, 15 times, somewhere in that range. And every single time I cross-examined a police officer, I caught them in at least one lie on the stand, under oath, in front of a jury. And I'm 57 years old. I have lived a life, good and bad. I have lived a life that has been full of several pretty amazing experiences. And I can say with full and complete authority and expertise and knowledge and experience that there are very, very, very few things in this life that are as satisfying as, in the most vivid, blatant, undisputable terms, exposing a police officer as a liar on the witness stand under oath in front of a jury. And I'm going to tag them in this video. I am absolutely confident that my friends on this app, Sheila, who is a criminal defense attorney, I think she's in Miami, and my friend Eliza Orlins, who's been a public defender for 15 years in Manhattan, I am confident that they will agree with me. There are very, very few things on this planet that are as satisfying, as exposing, as a liar, a police officer on the stand, under oath, during a trial, in front of a judge, and in front of a jury. It is just one of the best goddamn things you can possibly imagine. Punctuated only by the fact that almost every single one of them had a shitty mustache. It's just, man. It's like when I think about leaving this profession kind of in my rear view mirror, I'm very much looking forward to that. But I have a fucking library of amazing memories and amazing experiences that I've experienced as a trial attorney. And 7 of the top 10 things that I have experienced in my life as a trial attorney have been catching a police officer in one or more lies on the witness stand, in open court, in front of a judge, in front of a jury, in front of the prosecutor, who just sits there and is like, God damn it, motherfucker, God damn it. Because almost every single one of them are liars when they walk into a courtroom. Best thing ever, man. It is the best thing ever. I'm just telling you. It's so fucking great. It's so fucking great. It's amazing.